Welcome to the first edition of the Mountain Warrior Report. This is your source for all the news surrounding the 4th Infantry Brigade Combat Team of the 4th Infantry Division. I'm Army Sergeant Derek Call, and I'll be your host. This episode is all about Mountain Strike. What is Mountain Strike? It's the brigade's annual, massive field training exercise, where we practice every facet of our mission. Let's take a look. Lane 1 of Mountain Strike is like taking a step into a small Afghan village. The first part of the lane is to meet local Afghans in a simulated market, followed by meeting and advising a simulated Afghan Army unit. The soldiers being trained then encounter a suicide bomber and have to execute medevac operations. Hardcore, right? Captain Benjamin Hooker, the range OIC, tells us more about why this training is important.
This lane will help soldiers identify what they need to look for in Afghan forces to help train them and better prepare them to take the lead in the future for securing their own nation.
Meanwhile, across the training area, the soldiers of the 1st Platoon of Delta Company 212 Infantry are facing a whole new set of challenges as they air assault to the top of a remote Afghan mountain outpost. Well, it looks like an Afghan outpost. The air assault was just the beginning, though. They then had to ruck it to the outpost that was over a kilometer away, and it didn't go smoothly.
Contact!
Here, you grab one, I'll grab one. 1, 2, 3, drop.
After the IED, the soldiers have to call in for a medevac and provide first aid for their wounded.
Line 6, Papa, break.
It's a chance for them just to get up here, go through the platoon's operating procedures, standard operating procedures, and just operate as a platoon, figure out how to work together, how to use their leadership, their radios, send reports to their higher, and just work in a tactical environment.
Now keep in mind, all of this is happening at the same time. It's a massive operation. Now let's find out what it takes to make something like this happen.
This type of exercise requires a lot of planning. We've been planning for this exercise with our lead into MTC for over a year. We've conducted every type of training at the platoon, squad and team level, so with team live fires, squad live fires, ultimately culminating at the battalion level with platoon live fires, and then heading into our mountain strike here.
Now that you've seen what it takes to pull something like this off, let's go back to the fun stuff. Shoot, move, and communicate is one of the oldest military sayings. And at Lane 3 of Mountain Strike, that's exactly what these soldiers are practicing. During the lane, soldiers approach a village, receive contact, and call for support from mortars, artillery, and Apache gunships.
This is important to practice because very rarely outside of combat do we get to use all of these assets and have all these assets at our disposal. We're working on right now what we would do in a combat situation in a controlled environment. We are walking, the artillery and the mortars are firing for us, but there is no enemy threat. So it allows us to go through the crawl, walk, run of a battalion level event where our company is supported outside of what it normally has at its disposal.
That's it for this edition of the Mountain Warrior Report. From all of us here at the 4th Infantry Brigade Combat Team, 4th Infantry Division, stay safe and we'll see you next month. We leave you today with shots of soldiers from the 2nd Battalion, 77th Field Artillery Regiment, sling loading and then firing their brand new 777 howitzers. Strength and respect, Mountain Warriors.